enough? That's the real question.
I like what Secret's got. I think they have a very well-rounded draft overall. Good scaling, good lanes this time around. Instead of Lina, it's going to be Drow Ranger, but same position 5, Train Protector, and also keep an eye on Puppey. This time around, he's not starting with the Boots of Speed, but let's check if he can solo kill Earth Spirit.
Yeah, if he could do that again, would be the start that Secret want. I'm a little worried about this Drow Ranger, though. We have seen Secret try it again and again and again. They've only won once with it, and that was against Entity.
Look at what O-Taker did. He went top, used LSA on those trees to cut them, so now Train Protector does not have the angle to come from. Pretty smart, thank you very much. Easy, look at these carry players. Now walking back and not having full mana. It will regenerate over time, but yeah, very... So we see some cool ideas coming into a game with the Boots of Speed being purchased, placing down Observer Wards, then selling the boots.
Hey, chopping down those trees. You think it's going to be enough? As, you know, making Puppey maybe not so confident in his positioning? Because Odegar, take your trees away.
Yeah, it makes things a lot more difficult in the lane. So look at this. We talked about the innovation. Now you have
even more.
Full wave gone. We've seen Taiga making a wave for himself, dragging it from the top between Tier 1 and Tier 2 tower in the mid lane in the previous series. And now, use the glyph. Glyph the tower. It's gonna die. Damage has been done.
Oh, God.
It's 200 damage. This is no joke.
Oh, Sunstrike.
Not again.
Oh,
God, boy,
again.
what's up with you? Like, what's
It's every Invoker game.
I think they're try-harding too much on that range creep.
They're not carrying the one on the damage.
Players know. They know the matchup. They know that the Invoker's going to go for it, so maybe stay one step ahead and not use it, because as soon as he saw him use mana, he stood there and shared the damage.
Yeah, making sure that that creep didn't die to the Sunstrike. He also gets another deny on a range creep, so 0 for 2 for Boom already. And look at this. Pulling these creeps again all the way over, and these lanes are just... They're everywhere but where the lane is supposed to be, basically. I'm keen to see how Secret do on this, because I feel like this combo can be very rough for Into the Breach. They have to be very weary of their positioning. Impale, trample, even starting with an onslaught. Like, when you're trampling, if you're immersion, can you really roll away if resolution just stays on top of you with the trample?
It's difficult. These two heroes, like, are going to cause a lot of issues, especially for Lina pre-BKB. You have this Primal Beast running in. His first item should definitely be a BKB, so there's nothing that can stop you. So if Rezo's having a good game, they have a very good opening. This is like 13, 15 minutes into the game where he runs in and he can do whatever he wants, play with the Nyx Assassin, with Vendetta, and also have an extra bit of a global presence from the Sunstrike.
Right, and we'll see Rezo, he's going to get that BKB early on. Like you said, Primal Beast, it feels like it's just ultra necessary so you can get the Pulverize off. We see it with Primal Beasts that go mid as well. It's just, if you're playing this, even in the 4 position, 2, 3, 4, BKB, BKB, BKB. Give me that.
It's a lot
That's
of
all you need.
BKBs.
It's a Magic Immunity ×3. Hidaro, not wanting to really take too many punches here from Puppey, but Jibbe comes around with this Visage, and well, that's a lot of damage for the Soul Assumption. Have to worry that you're probably going to die here with a Frostbite and another Soul Assumption. He will do just that. Jibbe getting first blood.
A lot of mangoes. Jibbe is still holding on to 3, has that Ring of Bessie, Soul Assumption. Ton of damage, level 1, if you can get the damage in, but this also leaves Crystallis getting some solo XP, about to crack level 4.
LSA into a Spike Carapace, that'll lead to an Impale, Onslaught, Trample, Odegar under the Tier 1 tower, dies! Whoa, this is what we were talking about, but I wasn't thinking this early.
As soon as Primal Beast hits level 3, 2 points in Trample is more than enough. Puppey's like, no! He's gonna take it. The slowest hero in the game.
Also known as
Bunch
hero
of
creep.
DP's out, which also leaves, again, Crystallis 1 versus 1 in a Visage situation. So him getting levels closer to that level 6 does give them a lot of kill threat once he gets it.
Crystallis is the big one to watch in this game 2 for me, just because he's back on the Drow, and obviously he had the Lina in the last game, and I think that's a very easy hero in the meta currently to kind of regain farm if you don't get it.
Drow Ranger requires 160 at least IQ to play those right clicks. I'm just joking, but the positioning is the key for this type of a hero. Like, you need to be able to join the fights when necessary and also put yourself in a spot. But this time around, I think he has a really good, strong front line. Treant Protector, Primal Beast with a BKB, and also Nyx Assassin to cover him.
Yeah, we'll see how quickly maybe Puppey gets into like a Blink Dagger. He also went to the Shard in the last game before a Blink of any sort, so we had seen that with Katomi. Wanting to have that upgrade of the Nature's Guise before the Blink overgrowth potential, so I want to see how Puppey plays this. He's got that early level in the Living Armor, not going into the Nature's Grasp at all, but he's also just level 2. He's been leaving Crystallis to get some solo XP the entire time.
He did not... like, the lane was pushed in, and he cut down the tree, pulled the big camp, and now pulling the small camp, leaving all the XP to Crystallis. Level 5 minutes into the game. Sounds pretty good. And look at the bottom lane. Oathtaker goes for the Boots of Speed, something that we don't see Lina pick up like this early on. Sometimes we see Lina like just go straight into the Javelin, but against Primal Beast, he wants to be able to run away. Rezo is level 5. He wants to get in.
Yeah, Impale with the onslaught right there. Spike Carapace trying to get the body blocks. LSA comes in, and that should stop Oathtaker from going down, but...
Next trample and onslaught, Lina's dead.
Yeah, you gotta retreat and find some HP regen. Right now, it's just a tango.
Yeah, find it somewhere. Dig with the Kobold. 6 minutes into the game, not possible. Need that 7-minute mark. Needs to hit some neutrals.
Once this Drow hits level 6, Kadaro, I feel like he's in so much trouble.
Looking at the mid lane, Supreme dominating in terms of CS.
Ooh, mid again, onslaught, nope.
Ooh.
Rezo Enzai has shown up here in 6 minutes.
Mid, no one's dying. Not the perfect execution. This leaves Oathtaker alone on bottom, so he can get some solo XP there. Yeah, bit of a strange one. Maybe this is when like Boom called it to make a rotation. Because in terms of net worth, Dragonite staying 400 ahead of him. He does have Hand of Midas queued up, 250 gold away from it. Didn't invest in any of the small items.
So now level 7 here for Supreme. That first Elder Dragon for him. Not getting much, if any, damage over on the mid-tier 1 tower. Now Crystallis is level 6. And this is where I think the lane gets very difficult for into the breach.
Yeah, this is where they want to try to get a kill with it.
Nature's Grasp, and immediately the right clicks, Frostbite, Soul Assumption, multi-shot, and Sunstrike off the mark. Jibe going the other way on the tower. But you can see how quickly you're able to push this hero out of the lane and open it up again for Crystal, something they've struggled with when they've played with this Drow.
He had a couple of tough matchups that he played so far in the DPC as a Drow Ranger, and they were always playing from behind. But now staying in the middle of the net worth, Primal Beast, the most farmed one, level 6. Pulverize is available, so with the next Sunstrike, they should, like with Nyx Assassin, they should be able to get a kill. For now, Zayats scouting things out behind the tower, lurking around the mid lane. I don't think they can get a kill on Dragonite, way too tanky.
Maybe they could get immersion if they see him come over. Interesting to note, Rezo, right now, Blink Dagger queued up on this Primal Beast.
We'll see if he commits to it. I would still prefer a BKB.
Same. Jibe, again, getting chased here. Right click,
This
Sunstrike.
time, Sunstrike's gonna hit.
The damage with the multi-shot, Crystallis gets it. Just on the edge, and now they're looking over mid. Maybe they're going to go on into the breach. They've got 3 heroes here, but 4 for Secret. Do they want to bait him in?
As soon as they saw Dragon Form used...
Impale, onslaught, trample. Pulverize for a second, but immediately hit with the silence of the Geomagnetic Grip coming in from Immersion. They also bring in Crystallis, the Sunstrike.
I like this a lot.
This hits onto the Earth Spirit to get the kill. Boom with another one. So everybody here over mid for Secret.
This is something that Team Liquid does, rotate relatively early on with Mickey. So he joins a fight. This is 9 minutes into the game, and now he's going to be in bottom to try to get some farm there instead. Visage still level 5, 9 minutes into the game. Jibe, that one death costing him quite a lot.
Yeah, we saw in the last game when Resolution was on the Visage, he got that quick 6 and he was able to push that tower. They were able to take objectives with pretty much ease. So it's not going to be the same here for Into the Breach. As you can see the levels showing up on your screen, and you've got DK level 8, but 4 and 4 for your supports. We'll see how it goes. 3 heroes at 7 for Secret. And they're going to take a bottom tier 1. Immersion just denying this ward.
Nicely done by Secret. Crystallis gets involved in those early kills. DP's back to bottom. Resolution gives him the last hit on the tower. And now he's going to try to stack for himself. Get some extra farm there. Visage is level 6 finally. This is where Into the Breach will want to go in and take a tower. But considering you're playing against Treant, 2 points in living armor, you might need to bring an extra hero. Might even need to bring a Dragon Knight.
So Rezo's going to take a massive stack. I'm still questioning this Blink Dagger because you saw in that last fight how easy it is to just stop his Pulverize.
Yes, if he gets a Blink Dagger, sorry, if he gets a BKB, nothing can stop it. If he is the one who's charging in with the BKB, all they can do is pretty much watch him. But if they feel like they need someone to start a fight other than Nyx Assassin from Vendetta, just go for it.
So
catches him mid-roll bottom.
Oh yeah, Immersion's gonna die here. Rezo gets the kill. Top lane's being pushed at the same time. They're trying to take this tier 1 tower. We've been seeing this change to heavy in the living armor early on. I feel in the beginning of the season it was Leech Seed.
Depends if you're like playing the lane more. If you're trading, then you want to put more points in Leech Seed, but Puppy was not playing the lane, just pulling, getting that XP to Crystallis.
Odeker. Impale Onslaught.
This is a big one.
Yeah, they've got the trample. Odeker, though, hit with the Pulverize. Sunstrike right on where he's getting his head slammed. So Odeker, well, he's going to die. They'll look over for the Nyx Assassin. And he's in the Vendetta, but they've got a sentry down to take out Zayats, and Supreme rotating with a couple of heroes to at least get a trade.
A Resolution on top of the net worth decides to go for a Blink Dagger. With that Sunstrike, with Nyx, they can go around the map and kill stuff. What is that taunt? I've never seen this before. Not a Primal Beast enjoyer myself.
You're not a fan of the your Baba and your Lollipop?
It's a good one. I like it.
I don't know why they made Primal Beast into a crybaby. But I mean, that should just be a taunt on every hero. Going towards the jungle, smoke breaks, Zayats is here, Spike Carapace.
Oh, no, Impale.
Oh, Dragon Tail into it, and now the roll. Can he land anything? He's going to be silenced, magnetize, and Overgrowth on a 3. Sunstrike landing onto Immersion. They don't have the damage to get the kill there onto Immersion just yet, but they get the kill onto Kadaro with the right clicks from Crystallis. Well, Resolution, he's got 2. Jibe on the run. Rezo now looking to get a familiar or 2. Maelstrom picked up while all this is going on, and that should open up the space now for Lina to start farming, but is it a little bit too late? That's really the question. Oh, they really want that. 100 gold for Resolution. Because now he wants to get the BKB, and he's starting to get out of control. And
he's ramping up so quickly. 6,000 net worth on Primal Beast. Those stacks that Zayats made for him, really on point. And where was this team secret throughout this whole DPC? What happened?
Not too certain, but if this is the secret we're going to get, it'll keep him in Division 1, and we'll see what else it brings.
This is a big kill.
Yeah, Resolution. Empty from Kadaro with the freezing field. Rezo surviving the Pulverize and the Onslaught away. Immersion wants to go, but the Gust silences him up. They're going to get another one.
Stays there for the XP
the living
and
armor.
Blinks out. Living armor, raindrop stick. His strength gain per level is also pretty nuts. 4.3 on Primal Beast, considering that he is level 9. Is there a higher level hero in the game? Yeah, Lina's level 10. Invoker with Hand of Midas as well, level 10. But he's getting there. So Rezo having a perfect game this time around. TP's bottom, smokes immediately. He might solo kill Lina with the help of the Sunstrike. I mean, it's not a solo kill, but...
he's the only one there.
Yeah, it counts as a solo.
Did it all by yourself, that's what I would say. So there's the blink into the pulverize. Sunstrike is the damage there with the trample. Oh,
needs to move.
He can't move. Frostbite, Laguna Blade, and that is, well, a clear example of when aggression bites back.
That Frostbite definitely coming in clutch, not able to move. If he gets the kill there, I think it's still worth it to slow down Lina. And you can see the net worth was 4K, now down to 2,000. Rezo was worth a lot of gold.
And the gold going to Supreme, who is third in the net worth at the moment, only a little bit of gold behind the Lina. Crystallis, though, he's behind both those heroes. It feels like he's been doing a lot. Now he's going to try and farm this Ancient stack as well as the big camp.
We'll stack it one more time. This is a huge chunk of gold for Crystallis once he farms it. But for now, we'll take the mid-wave. Puppy will be there. They need to set up some vision inside the triangle so he feels much safer. Is there any wards coming out to Puppy? I don't see any.
Back in the jungle for the Radiant side, they found Boom. Freezing field, deafening blast, roll is in, and he'll die. Boom goes down, Sunstrike before he goes and drops, but Kadaro did the multi-shot. Puppy on the run, Supreme, he's got a Dragon Tail in a second, but he doesn't have the mana, it's not gonna matter. Immersion with the roll, killing off this tree.
This time around, into the breach, ready to fight back, and no BKBs. Invoker is trying to get a Blink Dagger into BKB, so I'm a little worried for damage output from Into the Breach once those BKBs are online. This is going to be like 3 BKBs. I'm not going to say pre-synced up, but eventually 25 minutes into the game, you should have it on Secret.
Only up 1K. Yeah, I'm just watching Crystallis here, farming as much as he can and,
it's
and
very
trying to get the Hurricane Pike. Yeah, he's got that shard, so he's got the added hypothermia to the Frost Arrows.
It's going to help out with the farming as well, going into Pike next. And BKB should be next on the menu after finishing off that Pike.
Like you said, you want the BKB timings here and how quickly they're going to get them. Resolution, he was top of the net worth for the longest time, and now he is 1,000 gold behind his own Invoker, but at the same time falling further behind this Lina too, and that is a direct result of him dying in that jungle and kind of getting his momentum stopped. Supreme also now farming with his shard, so he's got that fireball to work with.
It's a great farming tool. I've seen Dragonites like not pick it up, but if you feel that you need a bit of an extra damage, you have a lot of stuns to keep them in place, you get the value. This is Rolling Boulder from Earth Spirit. The ball, as we can call it, same goes for the Pango's level 15 talent. Frostbite, Dragon Tail stun, LSA, a lot of things to keep you in place, but it's also a setup for Nyx Assassin Carapace.
Potentially going mid and getting a kill here. Kadaro's used Freezing Field in the mid lane, so...
Hook him. You know where he is. Just kidding.
Now, smoke breaks. DK shows mid, and they'll have the Impale Onslaught Sunstrike with a Meteor. And they will exterminate the Dragon Knight.
It's time for Roche.
That's exactly where they're going.
They just killed Dragon Knight for 40 seconds. Maybe Earth Spirit can try to roll in, steal it. I think it's worth it. Immersion getting there slowly, but...
not going the right direction.
Roshan Pit is always in the same spot, so maybe he values his life more than an attempt of stealing the Aegis.
Not an old patch. Roche hasn't been there for a while.
Spoiler alert, mute me, Roshan is getting changed to the next patch. We're getting 2 of those.
Whoa. The
small one and the big one. You haven't heard it from me.
Let me just type out the Reddit thread right now. Lacoste said 2 Roches coming up. Got it.
Yeah, you have to kill the small one to unlock the big one.
Okay. There was actually a game in Chinese DPC last year where there were 2 Roches in the pit at the same time.
I remember the bug.
They had to. There was a remake. It was like an eHome game, and because the game was paused and they had to restart from that exact time, it bugged out and they killed Roche, and then when it respawned, there was 2 there. So, it was interesting.
Crystallis needs to be careful here. The rest of the team should be able to back him up. Rezo in a good spot to break the smoke. They have an observer ward on the high ground, but they're still smoked for another 10-15 seconds. Invoker will TP top.
Well, they're right behind him. Can they get this backstab to work? Crystallis is going to be the one who's furthest behind. Resolution the other way. Crystallis, he needs to find better positioning. Maybe his spidey senses will work. They don't see anybody just yet.
They
Poppy
can
in the
sense something
trees.
is up. Poppy plants an
drop
observer ward.
Overgrowth onto 2, Immersion going in. Boom's going to be hit by the boulder smash, the freezing field onto Poppy. They get the kill there onto the Treant Protector, but now they're going the other way. With the BKB being popped by Odegaard, he's starting to find himself a spot to TP out in. Is that BKB going to last long enough? It just does, as they find Kadaro.
Rezo's going to find him.
Blink, pulverize onto Immersion. So Kadaro gone, Immersion dead. 2 heroes die on the side of Into the Breach with the +1 of the Visage, so that makes it 3, if we can do the simple math there.
Secret was very aware that something's happening. Good positioning from Puppy. Plants down an observer ward that gets devoted, but gives him enough vision to use the overgrowth. And the Sunstrike on top of that during the overgrowth. Lina down to half HP already, so she needs to use a BKB to run away.
And Fireball's a little dangerous if there's a Nyx Assassin near. As just shown in that little moment that almost got Supreme caught by an Impale. Blink Dagger on Zayats too. BKB almost finished for Boom. Crystallis.
Poppy farming his Blink Dagger as well.
Going into the Manta, yeah.
Team Secret will have another round of items lining up relatively soon. I see Manta style on Crystallis. He's one of the players that I noticed that loves to build Manta style. I thought it was situational because in like 2 or 3 games that he played Drow Ranger, he was against Treant Protector. These are all the games that he lost, never found the farm for it.
Blink, Dragon Tail, roll, Fireball, all down, Magnetized. Geomagnetic Grip gets the silence onto the Nyx Assassin, now turns for a 3-man Impale. That's potentially going to save Boom.
Magnetized
reapplied. And now they'll look over as Immersion stunned up and, well, controlled with the overgrowth. They're going to stand right in his face. And these are 2 supports just beating you up in the trees.
Zayats, right spot at the right timing. And he's going to get tipped by Boom. He also understands the job that Zayats done there. Has now level 2 Vendetta available. That Carapace, there's a lot of uncontrollable damage on that side. If Lina uses 1 LSA, Magnetize, of course, easy to set up. Dragonite, we already talked about. His Fireball, 1 hit from Elden Dragonform, the overtime damage. Crystal Maiden is not going to have an easy time getting the ulti off. And now Crystallis. Sieging the tower. Alacrity, Drow Ranger.
Pulverize used on Supreme mid, and nothing doing there. Just slamming a DK on his head.
So Crystallis, I was starting to talk about his itemization, switches to a BKB this time around, which I like way more, because Manta style is very greedy if you can't just stand and take a fight. I also want to see if they're going to be picking up any Lincoln Spheres for Blink Initiation from Dragonite, which is a setup for another role into LSA potentially. But Team Secret, they seem to be in full control of this game.
Yeah, they're up 6,000 net worth. They've got the smoke on 2 heroes, and Zayats has Vendetta available. He'll blink, he'll impale, he doesn't even need the Vendetta. Onslaught, Trample, and a Sunstrike. Kadaro's gonna die here to Resolution.
Nice done by Rezo. Pushes him out so Boom doesn't get the kill.
This is my kill, we earned it. Don't take it from me.
84.6% accuracy on Sunstrikes.
Not exactly fair when your own team is griefing that stat.
There should be an extra one, which we didn't see him miss, but he's been on point.
They're using this Aegis really well, I would say, on Secret. The farm, now it's expired, but the farm has been there. They've gotten a couple of kills. They've expanded this net worth lead into what seems to be prime position to control the next few minutes to go for the next Roche, and then potentially even push through the game.
I like the next item that Rezo is going for. Heaven's Halberd gives him the miss chance, makes him more tanky, and also if you get that in a fight against Lina, like all 3 cores pretty much on side of Into the Breach are relying on physical damage, and you... Oh, Rezo gets the BKB off.
Onslaught, they're on him. Sunstrike, that's going to land, and the damage coming out of the Supreme. He pops the BKB, gets the Fireball down, and now they go to the Soul Assumption. They'll get the kill on the Zayats. The roll lands on a Crystallis. He's kind of out by himself, but the forward step the other way. Multi-shot as well as the Laguna Blade going to be used here. Resolution trying to survive, but the Dragon Slave needs one more right click to get the kill, but he's got himself the Living Armor, not going to be enough. Shibe ends up falling. Supreme with the TP, but the Cold Snap stops that TP, and they will get Crystallis another kill. Immersion on the run. He'll TP out. Kadaro is not going to be as lucky as he has been found, and he'll be killed.
Quick reactions there from Rezo. Gets the BKB off, catches Dragon Knight, and the Dragon Knight didn't pop his BKB immediately. So ulti on top of him, brought down to 20% HP. Greaves comes in, but the damage has already been done. This is a buyback from Nyx Assassin, so this is gonna take some time for him to respawn if they kill him one more time. Zayat's there, getting silenced, but still gets the Carapace off afterwards.
Good job by Crystallis to kind of find himself a little bit of breathing room, too.
Immediately uses the Pike. Kalina fully committed on Rezo there and the Dragon Knight. Puppey already used the ulti, so couldn't really help him there, but yeah, the fight's over. Once they have those BKBs up, this is going to be the 3 BKB timing we mentioned on Secret. Crystallis just bought it, just finished it.
So there's that BKB. The other ones are at 8. So let's see.
This is a good voice line.
You like it?
Yeah.
Could you give me a little impersonation of that voice line?
I can't do it as good.
Definitely not a race car. Zayat's in the Vendetta right now, and Puppey, he's got the blink, so he's going back for the shard. I was wondering about whether or not he was going to go shard first, but I like the blink. I like the availability of that extra control in this fight, especially after Rezo, who's been normally initiating, goes in, because he's the one who's forcing BKBs, right? He comes in.
And then Puppey should follow up with the Blink Dagger, BKB, Piercing Overgrowth.
With the Spike Carapace, Impale, Sunstrike, and multi-shot from a distance. Crystallis is going to snipe that kill. Now unstoppable.
Crystallis didn't die in this game as well. Next, Roshan. Let's see the respawn time. Minute and 20 seconds. Puppey blinks in immediately.
Knows the time, and, well, let's see if it stays this way for them, where they get this control of the pit, because this is where they're kind of taking up camp right now, while Boom, similar to what we saw Stormstormer do, pushing bottom. Just farming there as much as he can.
Getting very close to Hex, and has a bottle queued up. Just removed it now. Probably a misclick. Let's see the win probability, 92%.
Solid number. So they're going to stick by this pit. It's going to force Into the Breach to kind of, I would say, take a desperate move considering the position they're in this game. And they're going to need to stick by Roche as well, and they need to clean up the vision around here. They have to have the best opportunity to try and go for Roche.
Drow Ranger just hit level 18 before the Roche fight, so extra marksmanship, extra agility.
Enchanted Quiver for Into the Breach. Blast Rig then for Side of Secret.
This is a big one on Primal Beast. He loves to run in. He loves to soak up the damage, and this item just makes him more tankier. Sitting at 64% physical resistance and almost 3,000 HP.
Might need that lollipop. So, let's see. Fight should break out in just a second. Considering Roche is up, we'll see who wants to go for it first. Psychic Headband is, yeah, that's going to be kept there by Boom. They've also picked up an Enchanted Quiver. Crystal is currently holding onto the Grove Bow. We'll see if he wants to swap that out.
I've seen players keep both, kind of, where they, like, oh, I don't... Because Quiver puts you in a spot where you have this first attack from a further away, and then you need to get close. So sometimes players do prioritize Grove Bow.
Yeah, we can see how that goes. And by the way, that multi-shot thrown into the pit, seeing that Roche is up, and also got a familiar, so... Random multi-shot gets you 100 gold. I say that's value. Ooh, he's got Titan Sliver for the Drow, too.
He's just buying out. Eagle Song on Drow Ranger. No buyback this time around. There's only 2 heroes with the buyback. Earth Spirit and Treant.
And Boom's got this Hex ready to roll.
Sentry Obs placed. They saw Jibe.
Jibe, Impale. That hits and tries to survive here, but Kadaro's going to be the first one to fall. They're going to blink into the backlines with Supreme going into the blink Dragon Tail. It hits on Chrysalis, but it's just not doing enough damage. The right click starts to hit onto Supreme. They're going to blink forward, go to the Pulverize. That lands onto the Lina. Odeker already taken out of the fight and doesn't have buyback. Right click, Jibe trying to run. The Familiars aren't going to be much help, but the Freezing Field, it's up onto the high ground. Spike Carapace from Zions as well as the Impale. They take out Jibe, they get Kadaro, they'll take out 3, and that's a good fight for Secret.
Look at that. We talked about the good front line forced Chrysalis in this game. He doesn't even pop a BKB. This is a 9-second BKB on him. He was very patient with it, and this Roshan belongs to Team Secret. Even though it looked good, an opening where Visage gets his Graveskeeper cloak off, so he tanks a lot of damage there, but the rest of the team just disappears. Damage has been done before the BKBs, and now Chrysalis has that Aegis. Oh, never mind. It's going to be Boom holding the Aegis. Okay.
I believe he also got the Shard, right? Yeah, now he's got that extra Meteors.
He got pretty pissed because he doesn't have 100% accuracy from Sunstrikes, so decided to pick up Aegis and Shard for himself. Rest of the team griefing him. I can understand that.
These are my kills and I deserve them. 17,000, now 18,000 net worth lead here for Secret. Very one-sided game at the moment, and into the breach trying to find a way back in. Surprising that this Lina has just not found the open space to keep up in farm. Down 6,000 to this Invoker.
Invoker's massive. I mean, he did pick up the shard, so that's some extra gold coming out from that, but still, Boom. Only 1 death. There's no deaths on Chrysalis and 2 deaths on Resolution. So pretty much all the kills that they could get on Into the Breach were the support ones.
Smoke. Supreme backing up. Go all the way up, though. They might find this Into the Breach squad. Odeker, he's still farming, and
oh, this is a dangerous spot. Rezo, Blink is available.
Yeah, there it is. Blink, Impale, no BKB. They've got the Onslaught. It's into the Sunstrike. They'll go with the Trample. They get the kill on Odeker. Now they're going to look at the rest. The triple Meteors drop down by Boom. Jibe also falls. Godlike for Chrysalis, and a 20,000 net worth lead for Secret.
I gotta say, Into the Breach, this is their worst showing so far in the DPC. They started the season pretty good. They had some really good, really even games, but this whole series, they just can't find the right spot. Ooh. 2 supports there. Kadaro does have a 4-staff.
And he could try to TP out, but I don't think that's going to work anymore with Puppy right on ya. There's the root, and now there's no mana. Sunstrike! Strike him down, and, well, Resolution was trying to find Immersion. But he rolls.
They also found Dragonite, forcing a BKB.
In a base. It's just the 1 and 2 taking the tier 3 tower while the rest of the team is working on supports out by your own base.
Full Butterfly on Drow Ranger, plus Alacrity. Into the Breach, they have 1 more fight. They lose a fight, game's done. It's like, even at this point, game looks very over, but let's give him another try.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, again, just fighting into this massive net worth deficit and trying to hope that you can get a perfect fight, because even fights where if you get a couple kills on Secret, if you're losing heroes, it just sets Secret up to go again.
Secret doesn't care about cooldowns. It's all about the cooldowns on BKBs. When they have BKBs online, they're ready to go. Invoker just finished full Octarine.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is an issue. Immersion trying to go into an axe.
Very far away from it. That's the way to like come back into the game, so I don't blame him. Sometimes you have to risk it, but pretty much you are dead once you roll in. You have no BKB. They have no ways of saving you.
Trying to kick the enemy heroes into your own fountain. Maybe win that way. If they can. Top tier 2 goes down, and
getting gold to gold, he can.
Yeah, they still have a minute though on this Aegis, so Secret, let's see where their line gets drawn, because
immediate response from Secret. They are
Yeah.
not going to allow him to get this far. Another rolling boulder is available. Hex.
Yeah, there's the Hex, and, well, there's no way out for Immersion except through a body bag. And boom, with another one. So he's continuing to invoke his wrath onto these heroes.
I think we're at the point where you as an Earth Spirit might need to like sell your magic wand, sell your urn, sell dust, get the items in. Like just get all the gold, because this is, I don't see the other way of them coming back into the game.
Yeah, this is, I don't even know if this Ags is enough. I mean, it's not by itself. As mid, they found Odeker, and even with the BKB, can he get out? Well, he's invis with the Shadow Blade. Detection unavailable for the side of Team Secret, as Jibe will lose his familiars, or one of them. They go to the blink, though. Dragon Tail, Fireball on the ground, roll in from Immersion. Can they get this kill on a Boom? No, he's able to get the BKB off BKB as well as the blink and the Pulverize. The damage is going to be done onto Immersion. They get the kill on a Jimmy. They'll take out 2. They'll buy back on Immersion. That means no Ags for him, even if this game extends. Odeker still in the run. He's in Viz. They get the Sunstrike to get the kill to Supreme. They'll look over. They'll look for the Impale. It almost lands on a 2, but the Tornado comes in. Zions gets the kill on Odeker. They look over at Immersion again. They'll take him out for the second time. GG is called, and Secret get the 2-0 victory over into the Breach.
This is the Team Secret that people expected to come into this season. After getting the second place at the last TI, they did swap out their mid players, but